right, welcome to Sports In once again. Glad to have your company wherever you're watching the show. We're out here at the Port Moresby Golf Club, home of golf here in PNG. We've even got a couple of up-and-coming juniors in the background practicing, and it's certainly going to be a great year for golf. But big news for Sports In is the fact that Coca-Cola is now part of the show. They joined the family, and we're glad to have you along to bring in Sports In to you every night. Andrew Lepani, how are you, man?
Good, mate. Good, Nate. And good to hear that news as well. Coca-Cola Sports In for 2013. I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the shirts that will be coming pretty soon. So you're going to be seeing us decked out in brand new colors. But Killian, been up to anything this week?
Yeah, a lot of snooker. I get to watching a lot of snooker, a lot of pool, and certainly, you know, that's just great. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Of course, we start the show off with our sporting briefs, and here it is for this week.
In the sports briefs this week, last Thursday the PNG Under-20 side went down 5-0 to New Zealand in their first match of the qualifiers in Fiji. PNG was on a bye on the weekend. They played their next match against Fiji this evening. In round 8 of the National Soccer League on Saturday at the Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby, the first match saw Hekari United FC take on FC Port Moresby. Kemajak scored the opening goal as a free kick was awarded. FC Pom came back in the second half to equalize through nil hands. Final score 1-1. In the main match between Oro FC and Eastern Stars, both sides matched up to each other. Attempts went begging for both sides, and the backline held strong for the teams, remaining in a fruitless scoreline 0-0. Meanwhile, in Kimbe, Morobe FC upset the home side Tabur FC, defeating them 2-0. In Super Rugby, Sharks thumped the Rebels 64-7.
Go into phase number 13. Kupavuna sending it wide. Oh, they've lost it, and this is going to be a try at the other end. Kupavuna is in pursuit, but they are not going to catch Kubasranak. And the scrum half is under for try number 6. This game could get ugly for the Rebels from here.
Stormers beat the Brumbies 35-22.
And Eplon is clean through. Eplon with one to beat. Gio Eplon! Oh, brilliant!
While Waratahs narrowly beat Blues 30-27.
Throws it back on the inside. Israel Folau! Izzy! Oh, that's a super ball from Ben Lucas.
In round 3 of the NRL, Tigers beat the Eels 31-18.
Taking a quick tap and bowled it. There's nobody at home. Marshall scores a 70-metre try.
Sea Eagles went down to Titans 16-14.
Looking for Mead, who comes down and scores. David Mead, who has scored more times for the Titans than anyone, gets his 42nd career try.
In a low-scoring match, Roosters beat Broncos 8-0.
For Maloney, he's into a gap. He finds them.
Sharks 28 blitzed Warriors 4.
Carney running from acting half, looking for Morris! John Morris!
Rabbitohs had the upper hand over the Panthers, beating them 44-32.
Inside pass, Inglis is under the post. They won't stop him. In he goes, just beside the post effectively. They had about 1 minute.
While last night, Raiders defeated the Dragons 30-17.
There you have it, the sporting breeze for this week, and as usual, great sporting action from around the traps. We had NSL action, a great match between Hikari and FC Pom ending 1-1, and of course, as you saw, Eastern Stars and Oro FC fighting out a 0-0 draw, but great action around the round 3 of NRL, and the Broncos not looking too good. All you Broncos supporters out there, get ready for the wooden spoon, I think. Make space in the draw for that.
Yeah, and Parramatta, you know, they were leading the competition after first round, and now they've had 2 very significant losses. So, yeah, you know, I think that'll be keeping everybody a bit quiet, especially those supporters. But, of course, it's only early days, so, you know, don't fret. Still another 23 rounds of competition, and I'm sure you'll still fight hard to avoid that wooden spoon. But, of course, we did mention very briefly during the briefs the Oceania Snooker Billiards Championships. That's coming up a bit later on, but it was good to see a PNG flavour to the finals.
Yeah,
Andrew.
definitely. In the men's final, of course, we had Vinny Calabrese, who's based in Australia, but he is part Papua New Guinean, so we're going to claim him. He overcame the world #1 Matthew Bolton in the men's final, and over in the women's final, Gewa John, outstanding performance to reach the final, but she went down to the young gun from Australia, Jessica Woods, who was looking good all week and came down in a close match, 5 frames to 2, but congratulations to Jessica and Vinny for their 2013 Oceania Billiards and Snooker Championship wins.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll go to our first break. On the other side, we'll be looking at, in detail, the Oceania Snooker and Billiards Championships that happened over the weekend. And, of course, later on in the show, we've got some kickboxing for you. But you're watching Sports Scene, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Welcome back, viewers, to Coca-Cola Sports Scene. And with the just completed 2013 Snooker and Billiards Championships, we now bring to you all the action in the finals of the men's and women's matches. The 2013 Oceania Snooker and Billiards Championships Grand Finale ended on Saturday at the Port Moresby Country Club. After the quarter and semi-finals on Friday, the grand final draws turned out as Matthew Bolton taking on Vinny Calabrese in the men's, and PNG's Gewa John going up against Australia's Jessica Woods. In the women's final showdown in the best of 7 frames, Jessica Woods looked comfortable, leading 2-0. However, local champ Gewa John wasn't going down without a fight and hit back during the match 2 frames all. Woods then used technique to court smart, outclassing John in the remaining frames, beating John 5-2. Gewa John became the first Papua New Guinean female to make the Oceania Snooker and Billiards Grand Final.
My aim was to make it to the semis, but then I had to fight in the semis. Really hard to get to the grand final, and yeah, it was a very good grand final. I've enjoyed the finals. I had to fight really hard to get back into the game, and there was this silly mistake that I did, and she potted very well, yeah, and yeah, she got me at the end.
What do you think you could have done better?
Probably play a lot more safety because she was potting better than me, I should say. I've played Jessica in 2010 or 2009, and she had picked up a lot, very much. Yeah, I would say I give her a lot of credit because she's played very well. She has picked up, yeah. The team's I'm very proud with my team, PNG, and my family. Yeah, they were all behind me. Not forgetting the whole PNG. Yeah.
I'm 19. I live right on the border of New South Wales and Queensland, so in Australia. My older brother started playing snooker. Both my older brothers and my dad. And I've always been pretty competitive with them, so whatever they could do, I could do better. So I had to start playing and show them how good I could be. So, yeah. Oh, it feels awesome. It's like first major tournament I've won state titles. It feels amazing. Well, I didn't drop a frame in the round robin, so I was playing pretty well, I guess. And then came up against a fellow Australian and someone I've played quite a bit ever since I was pretty young. And didn't drop a frame to her either. And then I played Helen Samuel in the semi, and she played awesome. I won 4-1, but I think the scoreline didn't really reflect the match. I think it was a lot closer than it actually was. And then the final, I was so nervous in the semi as well. Just got off to a good start. A few close frames that I just got. Just got the first 2 frames, and then she fought back, and then I started hitting the ball well. She played well. 4-2, obviously, could have gone either way, I think. She was playing awesome, so I'm just glad it was me that won on the day, really. They're all very excited about snooker, which is good. There's heaps of them. There's not as many girls in Australia that are really that excited to get in and play, which is awesome. I think with a bit of coaching and some more tournaments here, so like the Oceania, some good match play, I think they could go a long way in the sport.
Meanwhile, in the men's grand final in the best of 11 frames, Matthew Bolton planned to slow down Vinny Calabrese to distract his mental game plan. But Calabrese hung on as the scores were tied at the turn of each frame. Calabrese, whose mother is Papua New Guinean, bravely fought off Bolton's assaults to claim the men's title as he won the final frame 6-5.
Well, this year, I've got no complaints. I ended up winning in the final. I consider myself, pretty lucky. I got lucky in a couple of frames, but I just over the moon to have won in the last game. It was a tight match. I played Matthew coming into the final. I didn't even lose one game, so I was feeling really good. And then to show you how good Matthew is, the first game he beat me. So I was already 1-0 down. That was the first game I lost all tournament. So I knew I had a tough fight on my hands because Matthew is a great competitor. As you can tell, the score went all the way to the last game. My game plan's always the same. I just try and pot all the balls. I play quite quick and positive, so I just tried to play with a lot of momentum. But Matthew is, he's really clever, and he played like a negative sort of game. He tried to slow me down, and he did. And he tried to tie me up, he did. And and it slowed me down, and he nearly took it from me. This tournament carried the winner earns a professional tour spot in England, which is where all the professionals are. So this is the Oceania Championships, the Oceania region gets one spot every year, and this tournament is the qualifier. So I came here with hoping to win it to take the professional spot and go to England for 2 years.
I think this is about my 6th Oceania Championship that I've played in, but the first time in Papua New Guinea. Yeah, it was a great match, and I had 2 great matches yesterday in the quarterfinals and semi-finals and managed to win both of them in a final frame decider, and unfortunately today I was on the losing end of a final frame decider. But Vinny's probably the most talented player we've got in Australia that hasn't made it on the pro circuit yet, and by winning this championship he gets to go to England and compete on the main professional tour. He's been the best player all week, he's a good friend, and he fully deserved to win the tournament. It's been fantastic. The Papua New Guinea Billiards and Snooker Association have gone to fantastic efforts to make sure all the overseas players have been made to feel very welcome. The tournament's been run brilliantly. The main sponsor, Bank South Pacific, they've, the money that's been raised for us to come here and compete, and the organisation has just been second to none that I've been to anywhere in the world.
And congratulations to all that participated in the 2013 Oceania Snooker and Billiards Championships. Congratulations to Gewa John for being the first female Papua New Guinean to make the grand final, and to the winners Jessica Woods and Vinny Calabrese. We'll go for a break now. When we come back, we'll be talking the 2013 Kickboxing Cup. Welcome back, viewers, and thanks for staying with us on Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Now we take a look at the 2013 Kickboxing Cup Heat 1 hosted by the Southern Region.
Everyone here tonight, may you all enjoy this night.
The first heat of the 2013 Kickboxing Cup took place last Thursday in Port Moresby at the Sports Inn. The night began with the undercard matches. The peacemaker Martin Mike went down to Mac Hiari on points, both of the Southern region.
Blue corner, Mac Hiari.
The match that followed saw the Lightning Kaupa Omena of the Highlands region defeat Southern region's Ruben Kama. In the main undercard events, Highlands region's Nathan Joe took on Southern region's Andy Sam, Sam winning the match. While in the main event, Lee Flash Garup won the PNG Muay Thai boxing title 30 seconds into the first round against his fellow man Alfred Samuel. Then, in a tight match between Southern's John Ake and Momasa's Maxton Lim, ended in a draw. Another hard-fought match resulting in another draw between Highlands' Jeffrey Daka and Southern's Rickson Yamo. Southern's Jonathan Tuhu took on Highlands' Gabriel Sam, the visitor giving Tuhu a tough challenge. Tuhu barely hung on to win the match. Highlands' Mexicanea went down to Southern's Jack Oltomo on technical ruling. A tough decision followed in the match between Southern's Wai Tupu and Alex Warogop, the nod then given to Warogop winning the match. Then Norman Norum took on fellow man Joshua Puka. Norum won the match.
And there you have it, viewers, the Southern Region leg of the 2013 Kickboxing Cup. The Southern Region now has its finalists and will await Heat 2, which will be hosted by the New Guinea Islands region in Kokopo at Don Bosco on the 11th of May. So keep watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene of Heat 2 of the Kickboxing Cup. We'll go for a break now. On the other side, we rejoin Killian and Andrew.
Watching Sports Scene on MTV.
Well, as you can see, the heat's certainly getting to us, so we're going to be calling it quits here for another week. Thanks for your company, and of course, it's been a great show. The highlight, of course, for me anyway, was the Snooker and Billiards Championships. Great to see the PNG contingent prominent in the final series. Andrew?
Yeah, definitely, and congratulations to Roger Wilson and the rest of the people that made that tournament another great success, and we'll be looking forward to hosting another one in the coming years. And of course, the kickboxing that took place as well. Congratulations to all the fighters that took part in that. Great to see kickboxing alive and well in Papua New Guinea again. Killian, as you said, it's pretty hot, so I might be ready for another Coke.
Yeah.
Quench the thirst.
Certainly calling for it. But before we do go, of course, a reminder for the Sports Awards nominations. Please do get them in. Hopefully, the person that you want to reward and recognize does get in. Then there's only one way, and they have to be nominated. The club, the team, administrator, technical official, you name it. Just get their names in, fill out those forms, and we'll hopefully see them on the finals night.
That's right, 14 categories out there, and the deadline for those nominations is this Thursday, March 28th, so make sure you get them in, submit them through the PNG Sports Federation and the Olympic Committee, and check out the Facebook site for SP Sports Awards. It's going to be great this year, so make sure you nominate your sporting hero from 2012 and let them get the recognition that they definitely deserve.
Good stuff. All right, well, thank you, Andrew. Have a great week, and you guys all have a great week. If you're going to be playing sports, do play hard, play safe, but most of all, enjoy it. Otherwise, we'll see you all next time on Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Good night.